Bueno, buenos días para todas las personas que se empiezan a unir a nuestro webinar informativo del día de hoy, 28 de octubre del 2025. Bienvenidos, bienvenidas a esta sesión informativa. En esta ocasión, como lo pueden ver, estamos acompañados de Wasila Sherville. Ella es representante del École Polytechnique, ubicado en Francia, y que particularmente, como ustedes sabrán, tenemos estos webinars de convenios con todas las universidades con las que Colfuturo tiene acuerdos de cooperación. Particularmente para este caso, École Polytechnique ofrece una beca del 25% en el valor de la matrícula para todos los beneficiarios en los programas específicos de maestría que ellos tienen listados en el convenio que está establecido en nuestra página web. Así que si ustedes están interesados en llevar a cabo un programa de posgrado en esta universidad y consideran que pueden aplicar a una beca del 25% en el valor de la matrícula, los invitamos a dirigirse a la sección de becas de Colfuturo y poder mirar específicamente en la card con esta universidad cuáles son los programas de maestría específicos que están listados para poder aplicarse este descuento. Sin mucho más que añadir en este punto, los invito a estar muy pendientes de toda la información que Wasila tiene para compartirnos. Les pedimos por favor que estén muy atentos y que hagan sus preguntas a través del cajón de Q&A, que Wasila con muchísimo gusto nos ayudará a resolverlas. Entonces, sin mayor preámbulo, Wasila, thank you so much for being here today with us. We are so happy to have you here. You can go ahead and start your presentation.
Okay, hello, buenos dias, everyone. So thank you for having me today. And yeah, I want to introduce you a little bit the opportunities that we have here at École Polytechnique. So I'm going to start with this number that is quite significant. 50% of students who study abroad will perform much better academically. So this is a strong testimonial of the positive impact of studying abroad that can bring into your career. Another quick number that I want to share with you is that 97% of students who studied abroad found employment much faster than people who never been abroad. So it's with the great opportunity that partnering with COLFUTURO, I think you have a lot of chances to improve yourself academically and also broaden your career expertise and experiences. Why studying abroad? France can be a good option. France is the seventh economic power in the world and the second largest in terms of GDP in Europe. We are also the first destination for international investment. What does it mean? It means that big companies like to invest in France, like set up factories or offices in France when they most likely want a European hub. So we are number one destination for the past few years now. If you love technology and science, Paris, it's one of the top science and technology hub in Europe. So I highly encourage you to consider Paris while studying. And as you can see here, we are the third and the second best country for studying abroad and respectively for recruiters, which mean people who get a diploma from France, recruiters like to hire them. So that's also very important to keep in mind. And we have very high quality education, very comparable to the big four, US, UK, and things like that. France have 63 Nobel laureates and 15 field medalists. So that's also quite very important to keep in mind. So why studying in France? When you think about studying abroad, usually you think about having international diploma, so it will be the case here. And you don't need to speak French to study abroad in France because we have a lot of English taught program and all our master program are in English. You have high quality education, like I said, and your degree is recognized around the world. So you can study in France and then decide to go and work in the US or the UK or Netherlands, Germany. There are plenty of opportunities around the globe once you study here. And it's also a good value for your money. If you compare it to our friend in North America or UK, Canada, you will see the prices are quite affordable. And it's a unique student experience as with the history of the country, the food culture and everything around, it can bring you a lot in terms of personal development. And you also have the opportunity to settle in France if you would like later on. So a little bit about École Polytechnique. École Polytechnique, it's a very old institution. It's the #1 institution in France, the best university for STEMs. I don't know if you heard about us before, but you may heard about our alumni or teacher like Ampère, Poincaré, Arago, Cauchy, Coriolis. Those are all big names that if you study science, I'm sure you heard of. So we're not out in Paris, we're a suburban campus, we are just outside. It's about 40-minute public transport to get into the heart of Paris. You also have a lot of alumni, like I mentioned before, and we are the #1 in terms of field medalists here in France. International ranking, here you can see the international ranking are quite high. Like I said, #1 university for training the best engineers, but also in the field of science, engineering and technology, computer and mathematics, it's our forte. So as you can see, we are 20 worldwide. Also US ranking, we are ranking number 46. And employer reputation, which is very important, which means employer companies like to hire people who got a degree from École Polytechnique. Because we are a small university, but we are well known within the industry. So they like the quality of the education that we provide to our students. So our value from the beginning of the creation, who created École Polytechnique? It's Napoleon Bonaparte, after the French Revolution, who decided that we need to rebuild the country and create nice infrastructure for France. So since that, we still have the same value of excellence. We want to train the best engineers. Accessibility, you see the prices at the end, and human scale. We are a small campus. When I say small campus, we are only 3,900 students. So this is overall from undergrad to PhD student, so everything included. All our professors also are involved into research. So you will have a lot of opportunity if you're interested in research. We have 23 laboratories of our own. And for those who are a little bit more entrepreneurial, we also have an incubator for startup that we started in 2010. So after graduating from École Polytechnique, depending on which degree, but you can do a bit of everything. We have people who do, of course, anything in the field of STEM, but we also have politicians in France or abroad because we welcome every year a lot of international students. We also have Nobel Prizes and business. The CAC 40 is the equivalent of the S&P 500 in the US, if you're more familiar with it. So 1/3 of the C-level in those companies, and the top companies, are from École Polytechnique. So here you can see it's gonna be opening a lot of doors for you. So the program that we have today, we have different program. Everything is mostly taught in English. We only have the original program created under Napoleon Bonaparte that is still taught in French, but accessible to international students. We actually have 20% of international students in this one. But today we're going to focus just on the master degrees and master in computer science, but you can see a little bit of everything. So I'm going to pause a little bit here. You can also scan the QR code and you will see. We have 5 different themes for our master degree program. So we have economics, environment, computer science, artificial intelligence, and data science. Every year we create new programs. As you can see, we don't have a lot. We have 13 programs. This year, we're launching 2 new programs, large language model, graph and application, and AI for market and quantitative investment. Actually, there will be specific webinar that you can check. They will be held on the 5th of November and the 10th of November. So you can go on our website in the webinar section and see all the upcoming webinars. And there you will talk directly with the director of each program, and you will be able to ask more questions in depth. And same for the economics, data science, environment, and computer science. Every round of application, we organize webinars where you can also be aware of and discuss and exchange with our admission team and director. And also, sometimes we have a current student who are also participating to share their experience. So during those 2 years program, you will have to do 2 internships. Every year there is an internship that it's mandatory in industry. Usually you do around March, April, your internship. That's when you start. It's about 4 to 6 months internship, sorry. And also for the second year, it will be the same. And then you have a lot of hands-on project. And every different program have a specialization, have companies who are partnering with, Cisco and other big companies, depending on the program, that offer scholarship, but also offer internship opportunities and after also job opportunities. So I don't know if you have a question so far, but the program are very small cohorts. So each of the program is between 5 to 25. Few of them are up to 60, something like that. But we try to keep it intimate. We don't want big cohort where you get lost and we are just a number. This will be really help you to be having a very strong connection and experience with the director and the teachers. So for instance, if there is a field that you want to explore a little bit more, you will be able to do so because you have this very strong proximity with the academic aspect. It's a multidisciplinary training. You will also have language courses on top of the science. You will also have humanities to take that are mandatory. You also have sport to do, 2 hours of sport per week. And you will also have some team project, depending on the program, but most of the program have team projects. So very hands-on experience program with a lot of industry collaboration. We put everything in place to help the student find employment very quickly after graduating. So here I'm going to focus a little bit on the computer science, but I won't go over everything because everything is on the website. As you can see, we have all the different criteria. So the prerequisite, most of the prerequisite for our master program is to have a bachelor in engineering, mathematics, science, physics, biology for some of the master program in environment. But then we are always open. So how do we do? We review the profile and you can apply to 2 programs with that 1 application fee. And the director of the program review the profile and will decide if it's a good fit or not. You also have an interview, I'll show you later. So let's say visual and creative artificial intelligence. So you see here the year 1 just as an example. Mandatory courses, you have elective, and this is the same scheme for every single program. And lecture series, mandatory courses, period 1, period 2. And as you see here, you have management classes, language, humanities, sport, and internship. So it helps you to have a full 180 program or 360 program if you want, where you also touch a little management, so you can get out of the program with a higher level and higher position. So I'm just going briefly, I'm gonna go to the next slide because everything here is on our website. Accommodation. So we don't guarantee accommodation for all our students, but for the student who request accommodation, we try to accommodate as many as we can. We favor international students, of course, because they come to a new country and it can be challenging a little bit. So you have a shared apartment, you have your own bedroom, but you're going to be sharing the kitchen area and the common areas, but you have your own privacy within your own bedroom. And you have also co-working spaces and different activities and room for yourself. So in terms of support for the master student, we have a team dedicated for international students who will be there to help you even prior joining the program. They will help you with your visa if there is any need, health insurance, organize event, all the administrative work in France, they will be able to help you. But also later on, We have a career center for your internship that can help you redo your resume, that can help you train for how to hold an interview in France, or also look for different opportunities. For the campus life, there are a lot of activities to do. We have the MOX, that is the student organization, and more than 200 clubs that you can join, artistic clubs, scientific clubs, anything that you think of, as you could guess. We have a lake on campus. We have our own library, restaurant, food truck, and also sport facilities. So if you enjoy doing sport, we have a lot of sport facilities here on campus. As you can see, badminton, rugby, volleyball, handball, swimming. We have 2 swimming pools, covered one, so that's also very nice. Employment opportunities.
Wasila, sorry,
Yeah.
could you hear me?
Yes,
Okay.
I can.
Okay, Wasila, I don't know why, but we have a mistake for the Zoom, and the people couldn't access to the session. We don't know why. I don't know, but this could never happen to us.
Okay. So
So
we
so
were
I don't
alone.
know. Yeah, I don't know why. Yes, I don't know. Actually, I don't know why, but I don't know if you want or you prefer. Oh, okay. Let me. No, no, no. Or if you prefer to reprogram this session for the people could access to the Zoom, or if you want to continue the presentation and we send the recording of the session to all the people that registered initially to the Zoom. I don't know.
Let's continue to record and then we see if we need to reprogram the Zoom. I will be happy to. I have no issue because
Mhm.
then you will have a better understanding and connection with the student.
Yeah. Okay, that's perfect, Wasila. Sorry. Actually,
No
but we
worries.
didn't know why
Yeah.
why this happened. Thank you so much,
No,
Wasila.
no worries.
Okay.
So, as I said, employment opportunity are quite strong. If you graduate from one of our master program, 71% of the students receive an offer before even graduating. So usually they come through internship or experiences. So people like our students, so they keep them and they offer them jobs after graduating. Let's go. So application process, very straightforward. Like I said, you need a bachelor degree or applying one, you are in your last year of bachelor degree. All our programs are in English, so you will need a strong English level. We're requesting a C1 level. And then very straightforward. You just go on our website and you can apply with the 2 reference letter, transcript, resume, all the usual document that you apply for any program. And once you apply, you will receive email or a call from our admission team, and possibly you will be interviewed by the director themselves for each program. And it's more an interview about your motivation and maybe scientific culture or accomplishment, depending on your resume and what you put into your personal statement. The fees go from 15,000. Most of our program are about 15,400, and they go up to 27,000 for those who are in partnership with HEC, which is one of the top university here in France. So if you do data science, those are the ones that are at 27,750. And we also have a free program that is extended cinematography, because it's work study program that is fully financed by the company who will host you. So there are scholarship available if you apply in first and second round. And of course, there are the COLFUTURO scholarship that we have partnered with. So please don't hesitate to go on our website to look for all the information that you need, and on COLFUTURO website to see which program is available for you. Admission calendar, we already started to take application and we closed the first round. So now you are currently on the second round. And so you don't miss it, because the third round and last round will finish on March 9. So I highly advise you to go on our website and check the information. And if you have questions, there are also our admission team who will be happy to help. After graduating from École Polytechnique, you can also decide to stay and work in France, which today, with what we hear across the globe and across the news, can be a bit challenging in other countries. But in France, we are very open and would love to keep our students that we train. And you have the opportunity to apply for 1 year residency straight after you graduate to look for a job or work. And if you decide to leave France and go have some experience back home in your country or in any other country or do a PhD track, you can also have 4 years to come back to France and apply for a visa to find a job in France. And if you decide to stay after either of the option, you will be able to apply for French citizenship after 2 years. Of course, condition apply. And I advise you to go directly check on Campus France website. There are also Campus France offices in every single country. So I highly recommend you to go talk to them about different opportunities that are available in France. And here's the photo of our campus. So as you can see, very green, a lot of laboratories on campus, but also the housing. You have the lake that you can see here, the horses that we have 30 horses on campus on the other side of the road. But here you are. Thanks again for your attention. And if you have any question, you have here my email address that you can send me an email, but you also have the program admission, GD admission email address. So it's gdadmissions@polytechnique.edu, and you can ask any question that you have. And it's also listed on our platform, on our website. I also recommend you to follow us on social media, as we like to post interviews of students and also alumni more and more. So please follow us on social media so you can have a better understanding of the opportunity that we have here at École Polytechnique and also the lifestyle as a student. Thank you very much for your attention and for your time. And if you have questions, please don't hesitate.
Okay, Wasile, thank you so much for the presentation. As I told you, unfortunately, we don't have any attendee here, but so I hope to coordinate with you a future session similar to this if you can reprogram the session.
Perfect. I do that. Not a problem.